class. I am Mrs. Barber. I'm the parapro for Young Fives in Mrs. Brinesman's class. I really look forward to seeing you on the first day, and we're going to give you a little tour of what to expect. We're out here in the front of the school. You see the front doors over there, and I'm going to show you where you come on the very first day. We're going to the kindergarten and Young Fives courtyard, which is right down the hall, just a little ways. This is where you're going to be every morning, and I will meet you at the doors and let you in at 7:45. School starts at 8 o'clock, and at 8:05, if you're not in class, you need to stop in the office and get a tardy note from Mrs. Matsky or Mrs. Prince. So this whole area very soon is going to be filled with kindergarten and Young Five students in the morning. We're going to line up here and go in this door number 2. I have my mask off right now, but when your parents drop you off, we all need to be wearing our masks for safety. I'm afraid because of COVID, we're going to expect just the students to come in. So this is the area where you say goodbye to mom and dad on the very first day, but we're going to take great care of you and look forward to seeing you. Come on in. So this is the hallway, and the first classes here are the kindergarten classes. We're going to keep going past the kindergarten classes. This is the restroom area. We will keep going past here, and we will come here together as a class in the morning. We have the boys' men's restroom, and on that side is the girls' restroom. The fountains, unfortunately, are not able to be used, like Mrs. Brinesman mentioned, but the water bottle fillers are here. So we can put a water bottle here, and it fills it without a lot of touching going on. We're going to class now. We are in room 8 with Mrs. Brinesma. We're the orange door, so we're easy to find. And now Mrs. Brinesma is going to give you a tour of the inside of the classroom and let you know what to expect.
Hi again. So I love the forest and all the forest animals. So I prepared a welcome board for you. It says, "Welcome to Young Fives, where the adventure begins." And I've got all my forest friends, bears and bunnies and raccoons and foxes and hedgehogs and owls. And you'll notice I have another forest friends bulletin board with your names on it. You guys are on the acorns. There's a little sign that says, "From little seeds grow mighty trees." So even a little tiny acorn can grow to be a huge oak tree. And we're gonna grow from 4 or 5-year-olds into just tons of brain power this year and full of learning. So I hope you are a little seed that's gonna grow into a mighty tree. So when you come, I hope you can find your name on the acorn. First up, I want to greet you every morning, and you can choose a greeting from this poster. We can choose to wave hello to each other, or do spirit fingers where we just waggle our fingers in the air. We can do a namaste greeting, or a curtsy, where you kind of pretend you're bowing. We can give each other a wink, or an air hug. We can bow, or do a a hat tip. You can pretend you're tipping your hat to me in the morning, and that's how we'll greet each other. So come on in. Your first stop is at this table. Every morning you're going to choose what you're doing for lunch. So you have a card with your name on it. This one is Hector's. And you will put it in one of these pockets. If your mom or dad packed you a lunch from your house, you put your card here. That means you brought your own lunch to school. If you're going to get your lunch at school, a hot lunch, you put it here where there's a boy holding a lunch tray. Sometimes when kids bring their own food from home, they still need to get some milk from school, and then we put it here. So I can order you a milk to drink with your lunch. Ask your mom or dad or your grown-up at home every morning, am I a home lunch kid, a hot lunch kid, or a milk kid? So we can get the right thing for you every day. And moms and dads, here's a little tip. Sometimes parents will pack an apple or some crackers in their child's backpack just because they like to have an emergency supply of snacks, or they know they're going on a play date at the end of the school day, so they'll pack a snack in their child's bag. Well, anyway, there's some confusion sometimes when kids come to school and they see food in their backpack. They'll tell me, Mrs. Bryant's my mom packed me a lunch. And so I won't order them a school lunch, we'll put it in home lunch. But then when lunchtime actually rolls around, I realize, oh my goodness, this child only has one apple, or this child just has a pack of crackers, cheese and crackers. And then I realized that was not intended to be their home lunch, that was intended to be a snack or an emergency snack of some kind. So make it really obvious to your kids that this is your full lunch and you don't need to order a hot lunch, you're a home lunch kid. Or, hey honey, this is just an emergency snack. This is not your lunch, make sure you order a school lunch. That's important, we don't want anyone to be hungry. All right, so after that, you go to your cubby. So come around this way. I have your name on your cubby with a Forest friend, and there's some supplies in there. You don't need to worry about the supplies or anything that's in there yet. I'll explain it all later, but you'll hang your backpack on your hook, and your next job is to go to your table. And I'll help you find your spot the first day. But we have 3 tables, and this one's Millie's spot. We have Genesis. This one is Hector. You'll notice your name tags are on the back of the chairs. This is, I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. You can help me learn your names when you get here, but I'm wondering if this is Ava Lee, Allie, Kiana, Ivy. And at your table, you've got a coloring page to start. This little boy's name is David, and there's a whole bunch of books written about David. He's kind of a stinker, but I can't wait to read you these books about David. And you each have your own container of crayons here, and you can start your work in the morning. And we'll do every morning like that, where there will be something ready for you at your table. Let's keep walking this way. We have some more of our Forest friends here. This is my favorite part of the classroom, back here, boys and girls. This is where we meet every morning and have our morning meeting. So you'll get a spot to sit on our star rug, and I like to sing songs with you. I will write you a message every day on this little whiteboard down here. We'll take turns sharing some good news or things that are going on. You can tell me something exciting you did with your family or something you're looking forward to. And we'll spend some time here reading stories. So this is kind of my favorite space in our classroom. Another important spot over here are your nap time cubbies or resting time cubbies. This is where you'll get to store your blanket. I hope your moms and dads are remembering to pack a special blanket for you to use to lay down on at rest time. we're also gonna put extra clothes in our cubby. I want every family to send an extra pair of pants and a shirt and underpants and socks, because sometimes we spill our chocolate milk, or sometimes we slide down a slide that's really, really wet and we get wet pants, or sometimes we have a bathroom accident, and I really don't want you to be wet and uncomfortable all day. So we'll keep extra clothes here for you. You might have noticed there's some toys in our room too. I can't wait to tell you all about those. Some are toys that you might have at home. We have some Legos, we've got some dolls, some trains and animals. Some other things maybe you don't have at home, and I'm excited to show you all of that stuff too. We've got puzzles over here, some more of my forest friends. You'll have to see how many you can spot. Here's our little treehouse canopy. This right here says Happy Camper. This year you are gonna get a turn to be the happy camper for a whole week. And that's where we get to celebrate you every day of the week by posting family pictures, a poster of some of your favorite things, and you'll get to tell a class about yourself and what makes you so special. So that's what this tree is for. And then if we come around, you'll notice we have a little playhouse set up. You can clean in your playhouse, you can put the babies to bed or cook up a meal, sit down to a meal in our playhouse. And then this is sort of the teacher space back here. This is where Mrs. Barber and Mrs. Brynsma have their computers and all of their teacher stuff. We have a library, 2 spaces for a library. There's plenty of books here. And if we turn around, I missed this earlier. I have plenty of books here. I like to switch these books out. Right now, these are all welcome to school books. And then when it gets to be October, I'll switch them out for books about pumpkins. You also have your very own supply of books on your chair. In this pocket, you've got about 6 books that you can read on your own if you finish your work early. And there's some other fun things in there too that I'll explain to you when you get to school. Let's see. I have something important to share with parents. If you are a parent of a virtual learner, you need to see this box. It says Mrs. Brynsma Young Fives on the top and on the side. And this is how I'm going to get worksheets to you and how you can get them back to me once they're completed. I have a hanging file for every student, and I'll put this manila envelope in the file, and it will have about 2 weeks worth of assignments in it. So if you picked up your tote bin with your Chromebook in it, you'll notice that your tote bin already had one of these folders in it. Those are the first 2 weeks of school's assignments. Don't start them yet because they don't have any instructions with them. I'll send the instructions each day as we do the assignment. So, and then once they're completed, you can put them back in here and drop them off so that I can look at them. I can grade them, or I might want to display them on a bulletin board here at school, or maybe just look at them and they'll come right back to you. This is going to be located at the front entrance of the school building. And we're asking parents to pick it up either after 8:30, after the morning rush. We don't want to back up the whole line of traffic at morning drop-off. So sometime after 8:30 you could park and pick this up, or before 2:45 in the afternoon. Once it gets to be after 2:45, our parking lot starts to get really jammed and congested with traffic. So sometime in that middle time in the school day, you can stop by, grab your child's manila folder. I'm going to send you an email or a text letting you know when I have new papers for you to get. This is not an everyday thing. This is about once every 2 weeks. Am I forgetting anything about that, Mrs. Barber?
I don't think so.
Okay. speaking of the tote bin, this is what hopefully you picked up yesterday or you're going to be getting today. All of our virtual learners have a bin with their Chromebook in it and a binder and a bunch of learning materials in there. I know your kids are gonna be excited to see what's in there. I want them to be excited, I want them to see what's in there. I don't want things to get lost. So make sure you keep all of your learning supplies for your at-home learning in the bin, and that this is in a designated space in your home, so that it's not gonna get mixed in with their regular toys. These are, I like to call them learning tools. So their learning tools stay in the bin or in your learning area at home, and their at-home toys are something separate. Let's see, I think that's all I have to show you for now, but I can't wait to see you on Tuesday, September 1, the first day of school. See you then.